Good morning, YouTube. Yes. Good morning. New week. New week. Patreon with the rose. Let's go out of the gate. Let's go, Danny. Good morning. SM over there on YouTube. SSS, good morning. Brad James with the heart me. Patreon with the roses. Let's go. Good morning, YouTube. TikTok. Tap, 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 tap. Share, 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 share. Tap, tap, tap. Thank you, Apple user, for the follow. Stevie. Adam with the hat mustache. Let's go, team. Let's go, team. Brad with the popular. Good morning, my meat daddy. Adam with the hat mustache. Thank you. Don't forget, we got super chats available over there on the YouTubes. Let's go, let's go, let's go. April Stapleton with the first hanging lights. Let's go. User with the heartbeat. User with the you're awesome. And the goats. And the you're awesomes. User. Let's go, let's go, let's go. We are at 2.4 thousand likes. As soon as we hit 10,000, we are going to get this started. We got Spy pulling back here. Duh. We're just in that wide state, so we're getting that pullback because we must get narrow. Let's go, Patreon. S. Calvin is in the house with the love yous. Thank you. I appreciate you. Oh, eyes have been itchy lately. What about you guys? Good morning, Buckeye. Patreon with the heart me. Let's go. Haven't been able to play golf. My back is pretty much back to normal now, finally. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Kevin Curtis to the moon. User with the goat. User with the You're Awesomes. Patron with the hanging lights. Let's go, Patron! To the moon! Who's that? Who's that? Levi Johnson with the hanging lights. They're coming to play today, everybody. They're coming to play, YouTube. Let's go. Tap, 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 SM. That's it, baby. Let's go. User with the finger heart. What does Spy do today? Let me get the wizard. Wizard! Come here. Thank you. Let me put my wizard hat on. We have no idea. Mark Mesa with the lightning bolts. Patron reached level 11. Don't forget your heart me's, everybody. Get your heart me's in. Mark Mesa with the lightning, the popular, and the heart me. User is now the Finger Heart title gifter. Thank you, Finger. Good morning, Meg Cherry. We are at 11,000 likes. Good morning, everyone. I hope you're doing well. I hope everything's going well. We are in a new week. The question you must ask yourself is this week going to be like every other week? That is the question that remains for you, and only you can answer that. All we ask that you do is tap the screen, share the live, and donate when you can. That helps tremendously for us as we're streaming, everybody, okay? So we will greatly appreciate all of that. We're going to get started right now. We're going to start off with Miss Market, the spy. She runs the show. All roads lead back to the 20, and the 20 always leads back to the 200 here, okay? Right now here on Miss Market, we're going to put our whip zones in. We are in the whip zone as expected. We are getting that pullback now because our 20 is too far from our 200, everybody, okay? So that's very, very important. What will happen here is our 20 is going to start coming down a little bit. We're going to chop around in here for a little bit this Monday morning, and then we'll see if we'll make our move back over that whip zone or under the whip zone here to the downside. We are going to put our major support and resistance levels in play now, so you know where the hell you're going, depending on the move that Miss Market makes. Remember, only Miss Market knows where she's going. No one else does. We don't know. You don't know. Don't try to predict it, because you're not going to figure it out. Right now, under the whip zone of 622.63, we have room down to our next level of a 619.79 here on Miss Market. Under the SPY and a retest, you'll have room down to 613.77 here on the SPY, okay? If we get over that whip zone, we're in a wide state, so be careful. We must get narrow. 626.25, 627, 628. Will be your next levels here on the SPY. We're going to head over to Google now. Google, we are in that neutralist state here. You're coming out of that narrow state. We got a big whip zone here, so that's the only problem you have here on Google. And you are in the whip zone currently on Google. So now we're going to put our major support and resistance levels in place. How we feeling this week, everybody? Did you learn over the weekend, or did you spend it hanging out doing nonsense? A lot of people after a holiday, on the Monday after the holiday in the market, usually don't do very well, okay? They're in brain fog from the weekend. Above 180.74, you got room over up to 181.60, and then 182.50 here on Google. Under the whip zone of 179.58, you have room back down to 178 on Google. I'm going to tell you now, if you have a bad day in the market today, you must ask yourself, what did you do the last 3 days? And that's going to answer the question for you. What else are we looking at? Put it in the chat, everybody. Tesla. Let's see. Sue. Felicia, you are now a moderator here on TikTok. All you have to do is hold down somebody's username to mute them, yada, yada, yada. I made you a mod this morning, so what the hell, right? All right, here we go on Tesla. You are in that narrow state. You got this move down to 296.28, but you got some support coming up here, and we're going to mark this out for you right now, okay? Who we got there? Sue Felicia with the hanging lights. Shelly Stringer with the heartbeat. Yes. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. Right here at this pivot, 293, you got major support level there on the Tesla Roonies, okay? Let's pull this back. You are in position 3 to the downside. Would I continue to short this? No. Even though you are in a narrow state, you still have one leg down. 293 area right here for support for a possible reversal back to the upside here on Tesla. Good morning, Kai Moo. Yes, hello, Kai Moo. What's up, GE? Hello, YouTube. My YouTubers. Kaya, hello. Good morning. The cues for Kaya. YouTube, you got to go over there and tap, tap, tap. Make sure you're tapping that screen. I can see who's tapping. Not many right now. All right, right now here on them cues. We are in a wide state on the Qs, just like Miss Market who runs the show. You are getting your pullback here. Much needed pullback, everybody. If you look at your daily, you need it. We need a nice pullback. We are in the whip zone currently on the Qs here during our pullback. Anyone who has bias to the upside right now is like, no, why are we pulling back? Well, that's why you're not a very good trader, because you only trade to the upside. You got to trade both sides of the market to be a successful trader, everybody. Here we go on the Qs. Under 553.36, you have room down to 550, and then 546 here on the Qs. Be careful, your 20's way up here, all right? Your 200's way down here. You're going to get a little chop here out of the Qs, out of the open. Nvidia. Right now on Nvidia, we are in a neutral state. We are in position 1 to the downside here on the vids. We got some support coming up here on the 5-minute 200 at 156.26. So make sure you mark that level down here. Also, right underneath that, we got the 15-minute 200 waiting for us on Nvidia. We're going to pull this back here in 1 second for you. First stop, 156 on Nvidia, then 154.62. Coming back through to the upside, above the top of the whip zone here, above 159.68. You have room up to 161 on Nvidia. Mama's in my mind. Adam with the tiny. Meg Cherry with the roses. Shelley with the roses. Meg Cherry with the roses. Manny B and Manny with the hanging lights. Let's go, everybody. The first goal has been achieved. Love you guys. What else are we looking at? Put it on the board. MU. Let's put MU on the board. Let's see. MU. I probably could do this with my eyes closed, to be honest with you. Just saying. You know, it's a perfect song right now. We are in an arrow state on MU. Let's go. We are in a narrow state, position 2 to the downside here on MU. Yes, looks good to the downside. I like it. I like it. We got some resistance to the upside. Us shorters, we love to short the market, don't we, traders? All right, here we go on MU. Narrow state, position 2 to the downside here on MU. Let's pull this back a little bit. We got room down to 118 on MU. 118. Above 123.22, you got room up to 124. Over that with a retest, you have room up to 127.50 on MU. Good morning, my Jared over there on the tubes. Waiting for the tree guy to come. Need some tree trimming. Apple, let's see what we got. 22HH with the heartbeat. All right, right now here on Apple, we are in a neutral state. We are in position 1 to the downside here on Apple. Did you guys hear the new TT coming out in September that they're working on? Going to be a new app, apparently. I'm sure they're just going to do an update to the app. I don't think we'll see much change on it. Let's see what we got here on Apple. Hold on, everybody. Right now on Apple, we have room down into this support right here. 211, and then 210.37. Major support here on Apple. Back over 214.52, you got room up to 219. Under this major support level here of 210.37 with a retest, you're coming back to 206 on Apple. What else are we looking at, all my beauties? PLTR. If you're here for the first time, hit that follow button, everybody. We are on every day, Monday through Sunday. Let's go. Who else is on Monday through Sunday other than me? Huh? In this space, at least. Bump, 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 bump. Bump, 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 bump. All right, PLTR, right now you are in a narrow state. Alert, alert. We got to get over 135.18 for a move up to 138 and then 140 here on PLTR, okay? Underneath the bottom of the whip, under 133.45, you have room down to 132 and then 128.68 here on PLTR. Hello. Hadrian Rodriguez with the Heart Me and the Popular. Thank you. H, thank you for the follow. I appreciate you. AMD. Now, here's the question I have with this new TikTok app coming out. Can we still play music? That's the question I'm going to have for everybody. Above 138.46, you got room up to 140.30. Under 137.62, you're at 137.45 right now. You have room down to 133 here on AMD. Mark that down. Katana Lim with the shares. Thank you for all the gifts, everybody. RB with the rosas. Rosas. Frankie Santiago with the follow. Tempest AI. You spelled it wrong. You haven't learned how to spell over there, all right? Make sure you spell it right. Right now, currently, we are in a neutral state on TEM. Neutral inside the whip zone of 61.59 and $60 here on TEM. 15-minute right here. We are going to mark out our resistance to the upside. What's the ATR on this? Anybody know? What's the ATR on this bad boy? Under 59.99, you got room down to 58.65. Above 61, above 61.59, you have room up to 64.50 here on TEM. Allison, no, it opens in about 5 days. This on holiday break for about 5 days. Hey, Scalvin with the roses. Zen Method with the roses. RB with the rosa. Thank you for all those donations, everybody. I appreciate you. Put it in the chat. What else are you looking at? What else are you looking at? Put it in the chat. Bum 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 bum. Yusef with the tiny tiny hot dog. Is that new? The tiny tiny hot dog. Andrew the Believer with the popular. Mighty with the rose. Whoa. Amazon. So I was looking at Amazon this morning. Got a few problems here. You know what they are? Bum, 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 bum. You are in a neutral state here. You are in position 2 on Amazon. You get another leg up. There's no reason why you can't cycle out on this in that neutral state. Let's see what we got here. Where's that 200? There it is. All right, Amazon, let's pull this back. Right now, you are in a neutral state here on Amazon. You are in position 2. First stop is 226 here on Amazon. 226, mark that down. You must hold 226 with a retest, and then you have room up to 229 and 230 on Amazon to the moon. Under 220.76, you must get down to 219 and 217.64 here on Amazon. Just because you have a move to the upside right now doesn't mean it's going to stay up. What's up, C+? Any advice if you are beginning to trade? Yes, Dipsy. The VIP is open, everybody. You are going to head over to thevosstrading.com if you are brand new to trading or if you've been trading for a while and you're not doing very well. We are going to help you. We will teach you how to trade properly step by step. Click the link in my YouTube or TikTok bio or just go to thevosstrading.com and that is where you will join us. We have live, one of the perks you get is you have live training every Tuesday and Thursday night at 7:15 p.m. Eastern time by me. Plus, you will have over 60 hours of course content in there. You are going to trade every day in the simulator. You're going to upload your trades to us, and we are going to review them every day. IWM and tell you what you're doing right and what you're doing wrong. That is how you're going to learn how to trade. You're not going to learn by watching someone who doesn't know how to trade and trying to copy them. I'm sure you've been there before and you have lost. And instead of blaming yourself, I'm sure you blamed them. Here we go. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Yeah, that's kind of. Come with me now. All right now, IWM neutral. We are in the whip zone. Above 223.27, you have room up to 224.50. 224.50. Under 221.66, you have room down to 219.72. 220 area here on IWM. Watch the state of your stock. You are in a bullish neutral state. You are in the whip zone. If you get under the whip zone, you are in a bear position in a bull neutral state. Soxel. BBAI. Hello, C+. We'll do that in 1 second. Let me do this one first. I saw this one first. We are in a narrow state here on Soxel to the moon. Let's see what we got. Right now, everyone's like, yeah, Voss is right. They go up, they go down, they go sideways. That's the market cycle. Of course it does. Has to. It wouldn't evolve, or even be here if it didn't do that. You silly gooses. You silly gooses. All right, Soxel, we are in a narrow state, position 2 to the downside. You got room down to 25.50, first stop. 25.50, mark that level down. Under 25.50 with a retest, 24.82 here on Soxel, okay? We're going to go to the upside here in a second. Above 26.63, you have room up to 29.42 here on Soxel to the moon. Thank you for the follow, Tyler Cargill, Microsoft, BBAI. Hello, Mark DeCastro. Little Big Bear. Hold on, just waiting for trading view. Hello, SSJ Mars, arm right here. Here's the arm. All right, BBAI. We are in a narrow state on BB. Oh, as C Plus is now starting to learn in here, huh? BBAI, you are in a narrow state, position 1 here on Big Bear. Let's mark these out. He's like, this crazy guy is right all the time. Huh? Huh? Welcome to the show, CC Plus. All right, here we go. Let's pull this back. Right now, you are narrow. You got room up to 829 here on Big Bear. 829. Mark that level down, everybody. Under the whip zone of 757 with a retest, you have room down to 718 here on a Big Bear. Big Bear. ARM. Let's see what we got. We are in a narrow state here on ARM. Yes, it is. Let's see. Alert here on the Armaroonies. We are nice and tight in the 5-minute whip zone there. That looks good. Hourly. Boom. Look at that, huh? Can you guys do it that quick? Right now, you are narrow. You are in position 2 to the downside. You have room down to 152. 152. Above 155.77, you have room up to 158.16 here on ARM. Everett Mason with the follow. We are at 63,000 likes. Yes. Keep tapping, my babies. Andrea with the follow. Neil with the rose. Miss Galvin with the rose, Zen with the roses. The roses are on the board. Katana Lim with the shares. What else are we looking at? Everybody? Don't forget, YouTube, the super chats are open over there, all right? The super chats are open. Microsoft. Right now on Microsoft, what's the problem? You are in a wide state in the whip zone here on Microsoft. Would I go long on this? No. No. At least not yet, everybody. At least not yet. You got major support down here, which is good. All right. Microsoft, you are in a wide state in the whip zone. Anything above $500? 501, 502 area, you got to close this, all right? So look for a pullback on this. Under 493.80, 493.69 is what you want to get under, back down to 489, under the whip zone. Now, if we look at Microsoft here right now, here's your pivot point, okay? You want to get under 498.22 with a retest to come back down to 494.66 here on Microsoft. You have a big whip zone here. So when you have this big whip zone, you can play inside here as long as you have room for a 1-to-1, okay? Vibe Master with the follow. Steven Silent with the rose. Shelly Stringer with the roses. Meg Cherry with the summer sun. Yes. Luli with the rose. Who the hell? Let's see. Ron the Panda, thank you so much for the roses. I appreciate you, Mr. Panda. Scheme Bad with the heart me. Yes, don't forget your heart me. Zen Method with the, he's coming for the rose gold, Zen Method. He's coming for the roses. Who owns the roses right now? Do we know, everybody? Let's take a look. Zen Method owns the roses. Yes, the donuts, the hat mustache, the hand hearts, the rosa, the hearts, the corgi, and the money gun are all available. Let's try to complete that gift gallery, everybody, if you can. Netflix. Netflix right now, we are in the whip zone. Yes, we are in a neutral state above 1302.40. You have room up to 1328 here on Netflix. We mapped these out yesterday. Under the whip zone of 1288, you have room down to 1271 here on Netflix. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Back, SSJ, back. It's better. It's a lot better. It's a lot better. JPM and then XRP for the kiddies. Hold on, everybody. Right here on JPM, we are we're starting to get a little wide here on JPM, okay? Anything above 296.40, watch 297 and 298, starting to get wide here on JPM. Under 293.40, first stop is 291.43 on JPM, and then 287.74 here on JPM. Let's go over to XRP. XRP, you are currently narrow. That was the spot we marked out yesterday, remember? Boom. Okay. Let's pull this back now. You are narrow currently here on XRP. All right. You want to get under 227.42 down and above 228.30 back to the upside. Let's see what kind of resistance and support we got on this. Watch that 200 right here. Okay. We're going to mark that out here on XRP for you. We got a double tap up here, so be careful with that. Look at this mess down here. All right, here we go. XRP. Get under 227.30 right here for a move back down to 22556. You got to get back over 228.30 right here for a move up to 228.97 and then 229.78. Trade your channels on this, folks. It's very simple. Trade the channels. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, 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 boom. Above and below with retests, okay? And don't forget, to the downside here, you got a nice one. Boom. All right? Got to know what the hell you're doing here, folks. Christina Zam with the heart puff, the chili, the community fest, the goat, the ice cream. Dan with the roses. Dan with the heartbeat. You guys are in it to win it. Let's go. What else are we looking at, everybody? Hello. You got a tap over there on YouTube. How did we go from 100 people yesterday consistently on YouTube to 11? Let's go. Tap, tap, tap. SMCI. Boom, 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 boom. I think I'm going to open up a social media and do my own algo. We are in a narrow state. We are in position 2 to the downside here on SMCI. You got your 5-minute 200 right there above you now, okay? You are now under it, all right? And then you got your 15-minute 200 right below you right there, everybody. So hold on. Hold on, everybody. Right now on SMCI, you got room down to 47.26. 47.26. Mark that level out. Under 47.26, $46 hold number here on SMCI. Above the whip zone of 49.19, you got room up to 49.65, 50, and then 50.50. Okay, on SMCI. Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! Oracle, yes, they are about to announce something big, everybody. Yes, they are. This is not financial investment or tax advice. This is for education purposes only. You must trade at your own risk. All right, let's see what we got. Oracle, right now, you are in a wide state. You are in the whip zone here on Oracle currently. Be careful. We know all about that whip zone, don't we, folks? Let me mark these out for you. Let me mark these out for you. Good. Beautiful. All right, here we go on Oracle. Wide state. Anything to the upside right now. Doesn't matter what the hell they're going to announce. 238 to the upside. Watch your whole numbers coming up the board. You are wide. You will get a pullback on this, okay? Under 230.56, you have room back down to 224.58 and then 218 here on Oracle. Stormy weather. Hello, my Stormy. Yes, they are purchasing what we are currently on right now. They are currently, from the news, making a new TT app as we speak that will launch in September. This one will go lights out in March of 2026. They're basically making a clone to make everybody happy. Yada, yada, yada. All right, Uber. We are in the whip zone here in a neutral state on Uber. Above 93.78, you have room up to 94.50 on Uber. Under 92.81, you have room down to 92.32 and $92 whole number here on Uber. You got it, Jeff. You got it. If you're in a wide state to the upside, like Tesla did, remember the other day? News came out, earnings, wide state, ripped up, Ripped back down. Duh. Circle. Still messing with this thing, huh? Let's see what this looks like. Look at this mess. All right, look at this. We got a typical IPO. You know what we have? We are forming the Empire State Building, everybody. Do you all see it? We are forming that Empire State Building on the IPO of Once Was here on Oracle. Circle. The problem with Circle right now is you have that 8 in the way. See it right here on the daily? 8 pointing down. That is a resistance there, 194.49 here. You are in a neutral state on this currently. You are in position 2. You are about to run into the daily 8. We're going to mark it out for you. I got to protect you here. Hold on. The old Empire State Building on the IPO. All right, CRCL. I got to do it for you guys, okay? While we're here, you got room up to $200 hold number. $200 hold number. Watch your daily 8, okay? Watch your daily 8. Under 182.94, you have room back down to 175 on CRCL. Thank you for the follow, G. Thank you for those follows. You're welcome, Zach. What else are we looking at? C. What's wrong with C? Does anybody know? Just take a look at this. You pop this up this morning. What's the first thing you say to yourself? What's the first thing you say to yourself, traders? Come on. Zen Method with the little crown. Zen Method with the roses. Andrew the Believer with the roses. Yes. The Rose Goal is now knocked out of the park. Let's do another one. What do you think? Wide whip zone. Bingo. Thank you for the follow, Nate. We are in a wide state in the whip zone. Would you trade this to the upside? Look at this thing. Would you actually go long on this to the upside? No, you're not going long on this. Even if it rips to the upside, it's coming back. I promise you. Don't chase it. High probability. That's what you're looking for. High probability. That's all you can control. That's it. There's a pivot right there. Bam. All right, on C, coming back to the downside, we got the major pivot right here. Under 88.40 with a retest, you got room back down to 87.46. Your whip zone's big enough to trade in, okay? Under 87.46, you have room back down to 86.58. Anything above 88.78, you got the whole number right there, 89, all right? You're not going anywhere on C to the upside. Not yet, at least. You got to tighten this state up. Tesla, let's see. You got to tighten the state up, everybody. Remember that. Right now, you are narrow here on Tesla. You are in position 3. You got some support here at 293. We have support, 293. Under 293 with a retest, 282 is your next level of support. You are getting wide, folks, wide, okay? So be careful. This is what Tesla does. We get the big swings up. We get the big swings down, okay? And that's why people love to trade it, because most traders that do don't know what they're doing. So they're looking for a Hail Mary to get rich quick. But what's going to happen is they're going to get poor quick. Thank you for the follow, Bill. Ireland, yes. Yeah, XRP, you're dancing in here right now. All right, this was your support that we marked out. You bounced off it. Now you're here. Now you have room up to 228.38. Over that with a retest back to 228.97. Hold number right there. You must get under 227.30 for a move down to 225.56 here. Do you see it? Okay, on XRP for the crypto kitties. Let's go. Boeing. All right, right now here on Boeing, we are in a neutral state inside that whip zone. That's what we like, but we want them in narrow states, not neutral states, right? That's what we want, everybody. Got major support here we're going to show you in a minute on Boeing. All right, let's pull this back. Boeing right now neutral above 216. You have room up to 218 and 219 here on Boeing. Under 213.73, you have room down to 211.76 on Boeing, and then 207 on Boeing. Mark these levels out, everybody. Mark the Shelly Stringer with the lightning. Shelly! Mara. How we doing, YouTube? Mara, you are in a narrow state. Narrow in position 2 to the downside here on Mara. Oh. All right. Let's pull this back on Mara. Boom. There we go. All right, let's see what we got here on Mara. Right now, you are in a narrow state, so that means we are going to send alerts, position 2 to the downside. You got room into this major support level, $16.84, $17 area. Mark that down on Mara. Back over $17.78, you have room up to $18.21 here on Mara. $18.21, above $18.21 with a retest, $19 on Mara. Let's go. Yes, the VIP is open. Thank you, Hillary. The VIP is open. You are going to head over to theVossTrading.com to get into the VIP. It is $25 a month or $275 for the year, and we are going to teach you how to trade properly, okay? There's a lot of value you're going to get in there. Go over there, take a look, and we'll see you in the VIP. Love Sacrifice with the hanging lights. Love Sacrifice, yes. Coin. We are in a narrow state here on Coin, everybody. Buckle up. Alerts, alerts. Who's that? Candy with the donut and a corgi. Let's go, Candy. Mighty with the roses. Yes. Thank you so much. All right, let's do it. Coin, currently right now, you are in a narrow state inside the whip zone. Get under 30.42. Get under this for a move down to 347 here on Coin, okay? Above 356 to the upside. This is a good one. You have room up to 369 here on Coin. 369. You are in a narrow state, and we know when we're in a narrow state, you know what to do, VIPers. Levi Johnson over there on the tubes. We are doing, he goes. Miss Market, let's do it. Miss Market's pulling back. Shocking, everybody. Isn't that shocking that 20 has to come back? Oh, I think we heard that somewhere this weekend. Can anyone tell me where we heard that? Anyone? Can you tell me? Can anyone tell me where we heard that we were pulling back, please? Anybody? Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. All right, SPY, back over 626.25 to the upside. You got to watch those whole numbers, all right? You're in a wide state right now, so we're getting the pullback that we need. Under 622.61, you got room down to 619.79 and then 613.77 here on SPY. Mighty with the roses. Let's go, Mighty. Let's go, Mighty. The Qs. Yeah, the Qs, same thing as the SPY right now. Nvidia. Nvidia to the moon. Above 160, 161. Right now you have room down to 156.26 here in position one in a neutral state on Nvidia, and then 154.62 on Nvidia. We are at 111,000 likes over there on YouTube. Let's go. Tap that screen. We got to get to 200,000, everybody. We are at 111,000 likes, everybody. Let's go. If you're here for the first time, hit that follow button. We are on every day, Monday through Sunday. Pepsi. What is Pepsi? What is, I forget their symbol. What is it? Give me the symbol on Pepsi. Boom, 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 and I don't know. What else? PEP. Right now, you are in the whip zone. You are in a neutral state here on PEP. Let's see what we got. Never traded this a day in my life. Never a day in my life. Yo. All right, here we go. Above 136, you have room up to 137 and 138.50 here on PEP. Under 135.29, you got room down to 133 and 132 on PEP. I see a little small ATR on this. That's probably why I've never touched it. What else are we looking at? Oh, traders. Any promo codes for the first time joining? Yes, $25 a month. It is the July 4th sale that keeps on going. This guy is nice. He keeps having this sale. $25 a month, everybody. Isn't he nice? What's up, Joe Kicks, AMD? Right now on AMD, we are in a neutral state. About the only thing that looks halfway decent here. We are in position 2 to the downside here on AMD. We got room down to 133. 133 on AMD. I have nothing on watch at the open this morning right now. Above 138.46, you have room up to 140.30. Oh, and more, get in the VIP. If you're brand new, get in the VIP. Link is in my TikTok bio and YouTube bio, thevosstrading.com, or just go to the website, and we will get you to where you need to go. I'm actually excited for the new TikTok. Needs a good refresh. PayPal. Everyone's going to start from scratch again, I hope. And then the hard workers will outlast the lazy. It's just like everything else. Let's go. We are in a narrow state here on PayPal. We are in position 2 to the downside on PayPal. Be careful. We have a 5-minute 200 right there. We do not trade into 200s. That is the granddaddy. You will find out the hard way what happens if you try to trade into that granddaddy. All right, here we go. You got room down to 75.93, 76 hold number here. But you must get under 75.93 with a retest, and you're coming back to $74 here on PayPal. Nice little move here coming out of this narrow state, okay? Above 76, call it $77. You have room up to $77.35. You're in options for Google. Are you in calls or puts with no name? I got no name. Why? Why don't you have a name? Over 181, you have room up to 181.60 and 182.50. Right now, you are in the whip zone. You are in a neutral state. Under 179.58, you're coming back down to 178. Shelly Stringer's in. Mighty with the roses. Let's go. Let's go, everybody. Whatever happened to Moostajab? Did the trading cemetery get Moostajab? We got a lot of people in that cemetery, boy. And let me tell you, that trading, Miss Market has her own cemetery. Right now, we are in a neutral state. Position 2 to the downside. Yes, here on Lulu. Will you become part of that cemetery? That is the question you have to ask yourself. That is the question you must ask yourself, traders. Will you become part of the trading cemetery? Right now, you are in a neutral state. Position 2. You have on Lulu room down to 237. 237. Let's go. Market. Above 248.50. Here on Lulu, 248.50. I didn't mark this out. Sorry. That's the big boy up there. Above 240, get over 250 on this. Then you'll have room up to 252. You have a lot of resistance to the upside here on Lulu. A lot of resistance. See that? So it looks beautiful to the downside right now. In this neutral state, you got your 20 pointing down already. Narrow state, boom, 237. This is not financial investment or tax advice. This is for education purposes only. You must trade at your own risk. ASTS, yes. I love when my VIPers say, can you look at something? And now listen, the dog dad man and VIPers, when you come in here, I want you to say what you think is happening, what state we're in, what position we're in. I want you to tell me, because that way I can, see if what you're saying is true, okay? Good job, dog man. We're going to go over it now, okay? Good job. All right, right now, ASTS is in a narrow state. You're in position 1, the dog man. Good job, dog man. With that analysis, let's see what we got here. Congratulate the VIPer right there, the dog man. He's learning. He is learning, my brothers and sisters. Let's see what we got. All right, here we go on ASTS. You're at 46. You got room up to 48.76, 49 area here on ASTS. Under $45, $45.28, $45, you have room down to 44 on ASTS. Under 44 with a retest, you're coming back down to $37 here on ASTS Space Mobile. Yes, the facial blaster is here. Shelly with the tiny tiny. What's up, Kate? Hello, is this a new Kate or the old Kate? Let's see. I can't tell. I think this is new Kate. Kate Cole, yes, new Kate. Hello, Kate. What are you looking at? SoFi. You think we're going down. Doesn't matter. Don't think you're going down or don't think you're going up, Kate. It doesn't matter. You were going to trade both sides of the market. When you think it's going to do something and it doesn't, then you get yourself in trouble. When you think it's going to do something and it doesn't, you really get yourself in trouble. All right, here we go here on SoFi. Oh, we need one more rose. One more rose for the Gipper, everybody. Let's see what we got. Hold on, Kate. I'm coming. Got a lot of Kates in here. Anyone ever notice that? All right, one more roses. Go get them, everybody. Come on, let's go. All right, 1 hour. Boom, 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 boom. All right, right now you are in a neutral state. Getting a little wide here, Kate. Under $18.28, you got room down to $18. But look at your state. Anything to the downside here, Kate, is going to be choppy until that 20 gets closer to that 200, okay? Above $18.60, you have room up to $18.92, $19 on SoFi. Zen Method, Jared. Chris, we use the 2, the 5, the 15, the 1 hour, and the daily. Kate with the roses. Merp derp. We have no idea what the market is going to do today. We just trade our setups over and over and over. We don't give a rat's patootie what the market's going to do. We just do what Miss Market says we're going to do. Let's go, everybody. If you're here for the first time, hit that follow button. We are on every day, Monday through Sunday. Right now, we have 23 new followers. On the weekend, we get over 100. Right now, if you're new, hit that follow button. Ale, hello, Ale. Marati with the follow. Ale with the follow. Who else? Let's go. We're going to call you right now. Who else? Bum, 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 bum. Thank you, my SSJ. Thank you, my SSJ. I appreciate you, my friend. Put it in the chat. Put it in the chat and we'll go over it. Adorable dad. There he is with the corn. Thank you, my adorable. We're thinking about coming on live also, folks, around the 7 p.m. time frame to go over what the market did. Would you guys like that here on TikTok? Yes or no? So we can review what you don't know. We are in a narrow state on AAL. AAL. I got to talk to my agency and see if we can pull that off, everybody, okay? Got to see if it's going to be worth it. All right. We got a triple top up there on AAL. Triple tap-a-rooney. Be careful. All right, AAL, you got room down to 1136 and 1125. Terrible ATR on this one, okay? Terrible ATR. 1136 and 1125. Back over 1174, you have room up to $12. $12 and then 1210 here on AAL. Amazon, yes. Not every night, because Tuesday and Thursday nights are live training in the VIP. And then I got to open up one-on-ones for all our VIPers. So we'll see when we can do it. I got to sit down and figure this out. Zen Method with the roses. Sue Felicia's coming for that gift. She's coming for that title gifter. Amazon, currently, we are in a neutral state. We are in position 1, Amazon. Looks pretty good here, okay? We got room up to 226 on Amazon, 226. Over 226 with a retest, you have room up to 229 and 230 here on Amazon. Under 220.76, that's what you want to get under. You have room down to 219 and 217.64 here on Amazon. Right now, Ben, I have nothing. I have nothing on watch. I'm going to let the market play out about 5-10 minutes, and then something will form. One of my setups will form, and then I will take a trade. I just wait for Miss Market to form my A-plus setups, guys. That is what I do, and then I trade them. I don't sit here and try to predict what the news and what all the bullshit, what's my RSI, MACD, it's not trading. Peyton Haruska. You're picking things up and putting them down, it looks like. Let's take a look. There he is. There he is. Peyton Haruska. He picks them up and puts them down. Spotify. Used to love that commercial. Pick them up and put them down. Right now here on Spotify, we are in a neutral state. We are in the whip zone here on Spotify. Oh, let me get rid of those from the other day. Hold on. Bum, 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 bum. There it is. That's what I wanted. All right, Spotify. Under 718.50, you got room back down to 705 here on Spotify. Mark that level down, please. Back over 725.50, you have room up to 748.50 and 759 here on Spotify. Let's go. Sue Felicia with the roses. Give him hell, Sue. Give him hell. Nvidia for the stock gods. Let's take a look. Right now, we are in a neutral state on Nvidia. You got room. You're in position 1. You got room down to 156.26 and 154.62. Back over the whip zone of 159.68. You have room up to 161.10, okay? You are in a neutral state here on Nvidia. Thank you, Mike Holt. I appreciate you. Are you picking things up and putting them down also? Sue Felicia requested to join again. Let's see. He picks them up and puts them down. Another one. Colt, there he is, Shavin. I like it, baby. Picks them up and puts them out. I know, Sue. Keep tapping, my beauties. Keep tapping. Sue Felicia with the rose. Sith Lord with the lightning bolts. Zen, adorable dad, eat, sleep, roof, roof, roof. Kate, the new Kate, love sacrifice. See, we replaced one with the other. Meg Cherry, Mighty, Shelly, Christina Zan. No one's replaceable. We love you all. Shelly Galvin, Shelly Stringer, James Powder. Where did you sneak in? John, Mighty, Candy, love sacrifice. Luli, Zen, Marcus. Andrew and his believing. Christina Zan. Only Dan in the UK. Do you all believe he's the only Dan in the UK? Anybody here? Stephen Silent. Ooh, who's that right there? Pengallen. Peng, thank you. Marcus, Doniel, Adam, Buckeye, Mighty, User, Yusev. Look at all these gifters. Love Sacrifice, Measy, Meg Cherry. Holy shnikes, Batman. Mark Meza. They keep coming. Brad James, Patron. Thank you for all the gifts, everybody. The VIP is open. You know where to get in there. Link is in the bio. Love you all so much. We will be back on tomorrow. It's Monday. It's a new week. Take it easy. Let the trades come to you, everybody. All right? Let the trades come to you. Don't go chase them. You're not going to win. You will not win. Do not go chase. You will not win. Miss Market forms the setups, and then you trade them. Love you guys so much. Have a great day, everybody.